Hello, my name is Faraz Parvez and I am a Pakistani Christian. In September 2012, the city of Mardan in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa was shattered by a storm of savage, bloodthirsty violence that exposed the raw, merciless hatred aimed squarely at Christians worldwide. This was no ordinary protest, it was a ferocious, calculated assault on innocent Christians. The Muslims were ignited by the US-made film that Muslim found blasphemy to Muhammad, causing many to turn away from the reality. But make no mistake, the true target was not the film itself, it was us, Pakistani Christians, haunted and destroyed because we share the unbreakable bond of the same Christian faith with America, the land where that film was born. The reaction to the film unleashed a tidal wave of unrest across the city, which rapidly escalated into barbaric, organized jihadist mob rampage fueled by blind rage and Islamic fury. The violence in Mardan unfolded amid nationwide unrest in Pakistan linked to alleged anti-Islam film Innocence of Muslims. Across the country, protests were mobilized by various Islamist and right-wing religious parties, including Jamaat Islami, Sipahi Sahaba Pakistan, and banned Sunni sectarian group Harkatul Mujahideen, Tehreek Taliban Pakistan TTP, that is called TTP, Jamaatul Dawa JUD, the political wing of Lashkar-e-Taiba, and the other hardline outfits often linked to banned terrorist organizations in Pakistan. These groups called for rallies under banners such as Love for Prophet Day, which the Pakistani government supported by declaring a national holiday. The demonstrations quickly escalated into wider spread unrest across multiple cities, resulting in clashes that left more than 20 people dead nationwide and hundreds of innocent, when I am saying innocent, I am not talking about the jihadis or the extremist Muslims. Innocent Muslims, they were misled, they were injured in these protests. Although not every protest turned violent, the mobilization by these Islamic parties significantly intensified the atmosphere of anger, with the madrasa student and the local militant frequently participating in the crowds that filled the streets. Prior to this tragic incident, the district administration was aware of the rising tension and informed the Christian residents of the sensitive areas about the possibility of the violence after Jummah prayer, Friday prayers. Due to this warning, precautionary measures were taken. Families living inside the church compound evacuated, women, children and elderly members to the safer locations earlier in that day. As a result, when the attack occurred, only few Christian adult male members from 3 families were presented inside the church compound. Yet, even this desperate evacuation could not shield the holy and the sacred ground from the coming inferno, a stark reminder that in the eyes of these Muslims, every Christian soul, men, women or children is guilty by association with the West, especially with America. After the Islamic Jummah prayer, a large Islamic crowd, jihadis crowd gather at the College Chowk, Mardan. Islamists join the crowd from the different Islamic parties of the city as well as from the nearby villages. The Muslim mobs first attacked the government postgraduate college Mardan. After causing damage there, the crowd moved toward Mall Road and attacked the cellular company franchise, that is Telenor. Between approximately 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. that evening, the Muslim crowd reached the church compound. This was no spontaneous gathering. It was a venomous horde swollen with the hatred, marches like an army of darkness straight toward the heart of the Christian life in Mardan, their eye blazing with the conviction that attacking us would strike a blow against America itself. The attackers broke the main gate and entered the premises, the church, St. Paul Church, the priest houses, the principal residence were set on fire and completely destroyed by these Muslims. Flammable chemicals and the substance were used, which caused the fire to spread rapidly throughout the church compound. Imagine the horror. The sacred crosses melted in the flames, biblical materials and the Bibles turned to ashes, children classroom reduced to smoldering ruins, all because we Christians dare to worship the same God as our American brothers and sisters. This was not a mere arson, it was a deliberate, a satanic purge of everything holy to us. A message screamed in a fire, the smoke that no Christian sanctuary is safe when America is the enemy. During the attack, one male, Christian male, Zeeshan Chand, was trapped inside the compound after becoming separated from others. While attempting to hide, the fire spread to the area where he had taken a shelter, forcing him to flee. When he ran toward the main gate, police were presented there. As soon as he appeared, the member of the crowd noticed him and began shouting calls for his killing. Start calling Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Is kafir ko pakdo, catch this infidel. Some in the mob claimed that he resembled the then President of United States of America, Barack Hussein Obama, which further intensified their aggression. In that blood-curdling moment, the mob's fury reached demonic heights. They saw in one terrified Christian man and the very face of America, proving beyond doubt that this violence was never about a film alone. It was a tragic hunt for anyone linked by faith to the United States, a lynching driven by the poisonous lie that every Christian is an American spy in disguise. The police intervened the attempt to protect him. During this time, the firing began from the crowd. These jihadis start firing direct at the police, and the police also fired in their response. In the exchange of the fire, the individual fell to the ground. Despite the danger, the police managed to place him into mobile vehicle and transported him to the city police station Mardan. The crowd followed the police vehicle to the station and surrendered the premises, demanding that the individual be handed over to them. To control the situation, the police assured that crowd that the matter would be handled while keeping the individual protected inside the police station. Later, after verification of Christian man Zeeshan Chand identity and family relationship, he was released into custody of his family. Even in this narrow escape, the terror lingered. A single Christian life nearly sacrificed on the altar of anti-American, anti-Christian hatred that refused to distinguish between the faith and the foreign policy. By the evening, the church compound had been completely destroyed. The place of worship, residential homes, and educational institutes within the compound were reduced to ashes. Although lives were saved due to the advance warning given by the district administration and the evacuation carried out early in the day, the families suffered a total loss of their properties and displacement. What remained was not just a ruble, but the gaping wound in the soul of every Christian in Pakistan. Homes turned into dust, altar desecrated, future stolen, all because our faith as the same as America. This was ethnic and religious cleansing disguised as a protest, a brutal reminder that in land where blasphemy laws with the iron fist, Christians are forever marked for destruction. Whenever the West use the freedom of speech or freedom of expression, the crowd involved in the violence include people from Mardan and the nearby villages, with the participation of the madrasa students, especially from Deoband sector. Several reports pointed to the militant Islamists, including banned Taliban-linked group and other hardliner Muslims, as the key perpetrator who stormed the compound, looted valuables, burned holy Bibles, and set the structure ablaze, aimed the wider protest against that film. The attack on the church and the associated properties occurred solely in a reaction to the film and had no connection to the individuals or the institution target. A few individuals were arrested in connection with the violence. However, they were released the following day. Justice, a cruel joke. The perpetrators walked free. while the entire Christian families were left homeless, their lives shattered, their faith tested in the crucible of fire and fear. Reports about the incident indicated that several thousand militant Muslim participated in the assault on St. Paul's Lutheran Church compound after Friday, their Jummah prayer. Local jihadis extremists were present within the crowd, and some source significantly linked the banned Taliban associate group to the attack. Witness accounts and report stated that the mob damaged the church property, burned Bible, looted valuables, and set fire not only to the place of worship, a holy place, but also the priest's home, school building, and the church, especially church library. They targeted specifically. Although the violence erupted from the demonstration initially organized as a protest against that film. The incident left long-lasting effect on the affected Christian families and the congregation of St. Paul's Church, marking a permanent loss of home, place of worship, and security, and remains a significant example how reaction to the international events can result in local violence. But let the world hear this truth loud and clear. This was not random local violence. This was systematic. The faith-based persecution of Christians targeted precisely because we stand united in the same sacred holy belief as America. Every Bible burned down, every scorched crosses, every displaced family scream the same message. As long as share the faith, we will be haunted, we will be hated, and we will be made to pay the price in the blood, fire, and tears. This is brutal reality Christians in Pakistan facing, and across the persecuted world face every single day. Rise up, speak up, and never forget, when they target us for America's free speech, they attack the body of Christ itself. We are not alone, we are targeted. And by the grace of our living God, we will never endure and proclaim His name louder than ever before. I thank you so much.